So I was recently asked the difference between a Norwex countercloth and a Norwex kitchen cloth because these are both made for the kitchen. So I'm going to address this question so that you know the difference between these two products. Now, a lot of times, if you've only ever seen Norwex online, whether on the website or you've seen a picture of it, you don't quite grasp what these cloths are like in person, and you don't get to see them compared to each other. And that's why, if you live close to me and you have friends, we all know people, you want to have a Norwex party so that I can come and educate you and your friends on these products, and you have the opportunity to touch and feel them. So here is a Norwex kitchen cloth. You are going to use this for wiping down surfaces in your kitchen. It is a great size for wiping countertops, wiping the kitchen table, wiping down sticky kitchen cupboard handles, the fridge handles, all of those tasks. And then of course the Norwex kitchen cloth removes 99% of all bacteria from the surface. So you only need to use water with this cloth. Now I'm gonna hold up a counter cloth. This one obviously is dirty. There's a very obvious stain on it. But you can see the difference in size. So that's one thing that's different between the two of these, is these are two different sizes. Now the counter cloth, the intention behind the creation of this is that it replaces your paper towel. A Norwex counter cloth is essentially reusable paper towel. So let's do a close-up of these cloths. They do have a different weave. So this is the diamond textured weave kitchen cloth. So it has two different weaves on it. And then this is your countercloth. The countercloth has a waffle weave. So a countercloth is even more absorbent. So a Norwex kitchen cloth and towel is a very absorbent microfiber cloth, but the countercloths are even more absorbent. So of course, that is extremely helpful when you are absorbing spills like you would use your paper towel for. Now this is the same size as a half sheet of paper towel, except it holds an excessively greater amount of liquid. So if you were to pour a quarter cup of liquid in a glass and stick this in, it would absorb the full quarter cup of liquid and no drips. A piece of paper towel, it's not going to do that, is it? So that's basically the main difference between these two cloths. Now you do have the ability to use this cloth wet and wipe surfaces. It still also has the ability to remove 99% of bacteria from the surface. And that being said, some people actually love having a stack of these for wiping kitchen surfaces down. So they'll use them dry to absorb spills, and they'll use them wet to wipe surfaces. So for example, one of my sisters has always loved the size of these counter cloths, and she uses them for wiping her counters down. I personally find them too small for that task. So I love the bigger size of the kitchen cloth for my general wiping. And then we have the little counter cloth holder that is an option to purchase, sitting on our counter, and then everyone in the family can grab these when we need them. These also make really handy napkins. So whether it's at the dinner table or they get thrown in lunch boxes or taken to picnics, these have multiple uses, and so they're great for that. Sometimes a question that I get is, well, if those cloths can remove 99% of bacteria, why wouldn't I just have an Envirocloth in the kitchen? If you wanted to, you could. So let's do a size comparison. Here's the Envirocloth. Here's the kitchen cloth. So we have different sizes. And then here's that counter cloth. So you have different options for sizes, different options for absorbency, since the counter cloth is going to absorb a lot. However, I find in the kitchen, personally, I like the kitchen cloth because it's smaller. An Envirocloth, I think, is too big for the kitchen. And it's also a thicker cloth. And so one of the things about your cloth is you do want it to be actively drying in between uses for the back lock to effectively be working and self-purifying the cloth. The science behind the microsilver of your back lock is that it does need to be drying to be self-purifying. And a big, thick Envirocloth isn't going to do that as quickly as a smaller cloth, because in the kitchen, we're grabbing this cloth very frequently. It's constantly being re-wetted and reused, right? And so this is kind of the rule of thumb I follow, is my Envirocloth is my all-purpose cloth that I use for jobs around the house. I keep one in the bathroom, I keep one in the laundry room, I keep one in the bathroom downstairs. My kitchen cloth, I have a drawer of multiple cloths. I use it for wiping kitchen surfaces down. It's always there ready for me. And then I have my counter cloths that I use for spills and for quick cleanups. And so that is the difference between your kitchen cloth and your counter cloth. And I hope that that has helped you understand which cloth is the best for your kitchen and your needs. And if you have more questions after this video, then let me know.